I have to decide semi-quickly which character I'm gonna play. Do I go for Old Faithful? It's tempting. Yeah, let's do it. Ah! 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 Okay. Hello. It's been a week. I did not win the Smash tournament. If you saw the post, which thankfully my friend Abi and one of the I think they're called mods here as well. One of the channel mods kept everyone pretty up to date as far as my Smash tournament went. But whoops, don't mind me. It's fine. We're good. I can recover that. But yeah, he kept pretty up to date as I progressed. I got further than I expected to, thanks in part to a disqualification, but I was not expecting to win any matches, like, at all. I thought I would go in, get my butt kicked twice in a row, and then, like, that'd be that. And there'd be, like, nothing else of note. Not much excitement after that. But no, so I lost my first match. I almost won one of them, but I definitely lost pretty handily. But then I won my second match, which was pretty dope. Which, to be fair, I guess was the most likely one I would win, which was losers bracket round one. You know, if you're gonna win a losers bracket, it's probably gonna be the first round. Like, just statistically, it's the most likely that you'll find the most people at my low level of skill in losers bracket round one. Before there's a good chance that most of them would be culled. But yeah, no, I did pretty well for what I expected. You know, getting a win was an unanticipated event. But I technically got a second win through a disqualification, because the fun thing about a loser's bracket is a lot of people, especially at a convention, don't want to stick around. They just go, oh, well, I lost, and they leave. And so I was able to just carry on in the tournament one round further than expected. And that's really probably a big part of why I didn't win a second match, like, that I actually played against someone, was that I didn't get to participate in losers bracket round two. I went from I did normal tournament round two, losers bracket round one, and then losers bracket round three were my 3 games. I won a 2-on, like, we went to game 3 on the one that I did win. But yeah, like, that was about it. I literally only won that one match. Like, I didn't win anything in the In the like other ones, like basically in the games I lost, it was 2-0 each time. But it was really fun. The guy who beat me the first time was cheering for me in the like in my first losers bracket match, which was dope. He distracted me a little bit, and I literally I fumbled the bag the minute he cheered for me. I like accidentally fell off the edge. I choked. I fell off the edge at like 60% or something. It was a very avoidable death. Got a little too close there, sir. Nah, I can't do that as easily when it's 150. It's more of a 200cc thing. I was just curious if I could still pull it off. I probably could on 200. Cool. Got it. It was a pretty tight race, so I don't want to like go too off the rails after it, but one of the cool things I got at the convention, so I didn't get a lot of stuff this year. I bought a very nice set of dice though. I'm gonna show off here. Let's go bootleg. So I'm not sure how well I'm gonna be able to get this to focus, but I'll try and see if I can get it to. You can kind of tell, but I don't know that I can get it super focused. But basically, it's a spiky die. The full set's like that. They're really cool, and I like them a lot. Very edgy. They have fake blood on them. But these are super fun. So I was like, oh, I need to get those. And then there's this beret place that I'm gonna commission a custom beret. I don't know what I'm gonna commission exactly yet. I'm between two options. Whichever one I finally settle on, you will see. Yeah, I had a fun time. It was dope because we got to see Mike, which, to be fair, we also saw Mike earlier in the month because he came down for our 4th of July festivities. But we got to see Mike. We got to see a whole gaggle of his VTuber friends. Go follow Hiro Konoki. I don't know how exactly it's enunciated, but go follow him. He's on Twitch. I don't know the exact URL, but his username is spelled Hirokonoki. Hirokonoki. And the other friends who came down, who I'm forgetting their VTuber names, and now I feel bad because I know their person names, but I'm trying to give them nice little shout outs, but I can't remember them and I'm mid-race. No! Oh, I was overcrossed. Wow, the first three places were like right bunched together. All right, what are the other names? I'm gonna go check Twitter because I follow them all. Okay, Auto Hibiki or Hibiki Auto. I'm not sure which. Wait, how is it on Twitch? On Twitch. Okay, on Twitch, Auto Hibiki as well. And then, and then there's also Icon Uogaki. Let me spell. Auto Hibiki is OTTOHIBIKI. And then Icon Uogaki is AIKONUWAGAKI. They're all VTubers, and I got to meet them. Oh, it was nice. Well, I mean, to be fair, I had met Hiro before. And maybe in passing I had met the other two as well, but like actually got to meet them and kind of talk with them a bit. That was fun. It was nice. But yeah, they're all on Twitch. They all VTube, and they all have rigs that were drawn and rigged by none other than 4 Dozen Eggs. So definitely, you know, go check them out. The like character designs and the rigs are phenomenal. The artwork is great as anything that Lynn touches winds up. But yeah, they're all chill, and Icon Uogaki is currently on like a hiatus temporarily due to some medical stuff. Which I feel comfortable saying now that they've explicitly mentioned that that was the case, and that their little break from streaming extended beyond vacation. But you know, go check them out. They all stream on Twitch pretty regularly. I don't get to check them out often while they're streaming, but I support what they do and recommend people go check them out and support what they do as well. Don't think so. I saw that banana. Ooh, last place is pretty far behind. That was rough. And they have a decently high, like, rating, too. It's unfortunate. But, Yeah, I'm trying to think. Most of the stuff that I got, honestly, was a significant portion was candles. We bought a bunch of candles. I got, I think, 4 candles. And then Gwen got 1 candle from that place later. So a significant amount of what we bought was candles. But one of the ones, I don't have any of them here, but one of the ones was really cool. It's so this candle shop is called Manifested Dreams, and they don't just make candles, but their candles, a lot of them have Pokemon themes, like different types. And I'd bought some of the different types before as like gifts for people and stuff like that in the past. But this year it was really cool. They had I don't remember seeing this one before. It was poison type, and it was like cherry almond scented. So it was like very strong cherry almond smells. And if you don't know, cherries and almonds contain cyanide, and the flavor compounds that give things that like almond flavoring / cherry flavoring flavor are compounds that form because of the presence of the cyanide. If you can taste cyanide, it tastes very much like that flavor, just very strong. So sometimes it can be a little bitter, but not everyone can taste and or smell it. But it was just super cool. I was like, ooh, I gotta get that. I got one that was Mega Man themed, or partially Mega Man themed. Name was Mega Man inspired, which is E-Tank, but it was actually themed around an energy drink, but it just smelled really good, so I bought that. And then the other 2 I got, one was like a melon soda scent, and one was called Made Cafe, and it was just a strawberry shortcake scent that was very pleasant. I am a sucker for like a fruity smelling candle for the most part. Like, I like dessert and fruit candles, I think, primarily. I don't like things that have like very... I'm trying to think of the word... like loose concepts or something. I don't know. Like candles that are just like a concept, and then they like made a smell that was vaguely like that, I guess, and you know, now it's a candle. Like things like, you know, beachside summer and stuff like that. It's like I don't care for that. Or like Irish hills, Scottish valleys. Like, I don't care for those, like, ones where it's like, we tried to make a scent that matched a vibe, and it's like, for me, I would rather have a thing that smells like the thing. So, like, that just doesn't appeal to me in the slightest. Or, like, when it's, like, you know, named, like, strength or something, or, like, I don't know. That just doesn't appeal to me. I just think like the smells, and the smells better have a reasonable smell name. What else did I get? I guess that's it. That is it. I got soda. Most of the money to the soda went towards the mugs. It's a place that does like a lot of conventions, and they sell like mugs, and the mugs are very expensive. But when you buy a mug, you also buy refills for the day, or you can get multiple days worth of refills. I bought 2 days of refills, so like I ended up paying like $60, $60+ for my soda. But we refilled it 4 times. So if you think about it, if you big brain that, it was a good bit of soda too. It was like more than a pint. It was like 3 cups of soda could fit in this cup. No, it came out to more than that because we refilled it 4 times at about $64. $64 divided by 4 is 16. So it's $16. Oh, per cup.
Per, like, metric cup.
Yeah, I just realized that you were talking about like cups, not like mugs. I was like,
Yes.
no, it was like 3 times that per mug.
Exactly. 3
Immediately
times.
after I was like, there's 3 cups in the mug. Roughly. I don't know. It feels like it could be a quart. I don't Or not a quart, but like... It's got a lot. It feels like it's a girthy mug. Like, you would die if you filled it with coffee type of mug. Perfect to drink pure sugar water. Everyone online today is good. I don't know. It's in the capsule. I don't know where the capsule is. No! Rude. Oh, I got Mario Karted by a single boomerang. This pack is too tight. Whoa! I still got fifth. Okay.
Someone likes to play with my shit.
Ooh. Let's do Waluigi. But, oh, so I am planning to do the next sprite soon. I just didn't get a chance to do it, and I didn't want to do it for today's stream. I saw that a B suggested another one. He also suggested the current one that's on screen right here, in that general vicinity, which is Shuttlebach. But he suggested something that's themed around spotted lanternflies, which is kind of a hot topic in this region these days because they are an invasive species in the U.S. So, I'm tempted to do it. I do want to give other people an opportunity just because I just did one from a B, but I do plan to do it soon. So if I don't get a suggestion, suggest something. If I don't get a suggestion for a bug type in the comments on the bug type posts on my community tab, then in that case, or I guess on the post where I posted Shuttlebach, and asked for bug type suggestions. You can also reply to my thread on Threads or my tweet on Twitter to suggest it there as well. But yeah, generally overall, I am planning to do it soon, so you will see whatever I do as a bug type shortly. Oh. No. No! I literally just stole that from someone else. Oh my god, this is a crazy competitive lobby. Wow. I'm losing a lot of points today. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. So the suggestion was like a spotted lanternfly. So if I do that one, I just have to kind of solidify the idea of like how I'm going to make a spotted lanternfly Pokemon. Because I don't want it to look too much like just a spotted lanternfly, and at the same time, I don't want that to be its only concept, so I'd have to kind of figure out how do I make something that's spotted lanternfly like, but not too complex, like an actual spotted lanternfly, while also not just being a spotted lanternfly. I want to do something a little... something. I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out how I would want to do that. But if another bug type suggestion does come in, I will prioritize that over it because we just had one. So. But yeah, once I complete this next one, actually, I'm going to make another post on Reddit because I posted in the r/Fakemon subreddit after I did the first one. And then I said I would do a new post every time I filled a full row, just to like update people and show them my cool designs. Focus mode. No, it would have been nice to have this like literally a couple seconds earlier, but I'll take it. I couldn't get my coins in time. I kind of front ran that one for a good bit, so. Alright. Race is done. I'm probably going to break 5K today. It's pretty exciting. I'm going to vote random. Yeah, I don't know. It was fun though to go to the convention. It reminded me of how much I enjoy just casually being in tournaments. Like, I paid $5 to lose 2 matches, but it was fun. And like, I think there's a part of me that doesn't just want to like be in tournaments, but like to run tournaments. I think it would be like one of the coolest things that I could possibly imagine doing. Would be like if this channel like blew up someday and you know took off. It would be like hosting community tournaments in like Pokemon Showdown or in Smash or things like that, just for fun. Like with prizes. Prizes make tournaments more fun. But like I don't know, I just really enjoy like running tournaments and stuff and enjoy being in them. Like I feel like I'm not competitive enough of a player to really get the most out of being in a tournament. Like I don't get that heated over it. Like I'm just there to vibe and have fun and enjoy the game. Like this is basically how I would do the Mario Kart tournaments in my college. I would just sit there and like kind of talk like this. I take Smash a lot more seriously because like Smash I can't play as easily while talking. But I know I got too close. I'm in focus mode. I say as I drive immediately into the grass. Fourth. Oh man, someone passed me up right at the last second. That's not too bad though. For getting hit by a blue shell like right at the end, that's not bad. But yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy that atmosphere of like slight competitiveness, but I also don't like super meta stuff. So like if I was running like community tournaments, they'd be a little bit weird. That was something when during the fall 2019 and spring 2020, like early spring 2020 semesters when I was in college, like Mike and I, we used to run like Pokemon Showdown tournaments. Like I think it was I think we usually did them bi-weekly during games nights in the video game club. And like we would always come up with a unique rule set for each one. Like one of the last ones that we had before Sword and Shield came out. It's crazy to think about that was 2019. Does not feel like those games came out in 2019. Let alone that the Switch was 2 years old when those games came out. and that since then there have been like 4 more years. Which is nuts. But yeah, like, we did one that was like Halloween themed, where you had to have bug, psychic, dark, or ghost types. I don't remember if poison was one of the types, but like every Pokemon on your team had to fit that like spoopy vibe. We had like a Thanksgiving one. The Thanksgiving one actually was the last one, I think. That one was really funny. So the Thanksgiving tournament was inspired by like be thankful for what you're given. It was like the theme. Yeah, like we picked 6 held items. Some were good but had downsides. Some just were bad. Like there were just some held items that were not very useful, or that you would like very rarely pick. And the good held items that we had were all ones with downsides, like, you know, the assault vest was one of the good held items that we had. And it's like that has a downside to it. But yeah, that one was really fun. We also had like a personal challenges one, which that one was okay. I think we could have run it a bit better. But then when like Sword and Shield came out, we did a monotype one, which was really fun, where it was inspired by like the, you know, focus on like the Pokemon League in Sword and Shield. And so with it, it was like you had to run a monotype, and it was monotype doubles. That one was really fun. I had a blast with that. I won that one, actually. And that one we ran both in Sword and Shield and in Showdown. So it was like, if you had Sword and Shield, you could make your team in-game. And thankfully, the finals came down to 2 teams that were in Sword and Shield. So they were a little more hyped because they had that extra oomph in their presentation. And that was really fun. But it's like, I love that type of experience, like running a tournament. I just think it's really fun. But yeah, if I was doing something like community tournament wise on the channel, it would be stuff like that, where it would be like fun rule sets, you know, limitations on what Pokemon you can have on your teams. If it was like Smash, it would be wacky. It wouldn't just be normal Smash. Like sometimes it might be normal Smash, or it might be like normal Smash but with like a limited character pool. Like things like that. I think stuff like that would be really fun. No. No, it was coming after me. I was really hoping it wasn't. Don't bite me, Rosalina. I think it's B Rosalina. I don't know what B Rosalina would be. Baby Rosalina? Beta Rosalina? Get off a return point. Ah. I have been really screwed over right outside that cannon twice now, or right inside the cannon, I guess. No! My reds! I needed those. I'm in 6th. Come on. Well, I got solid 7th, which is better than not so solid 7th. I would have done so much better if I hadn't gotten hit by an item twice right inside the cannon. Ooh, Daisy Cruiser. Yeah, since last stream, our friend Corey, who was staying with us, has left. He has, yeah, he had his next, I think he started his next thing. So he's not staying with us anymore. Gone. Which is part of the reason it's easier for me to stream Saturdays now. But also a big part of it's the fact that there's not something every Saturday. So I will be streaming this Saturday for once. I know, it's crazy. So that's exciting. I think the Saturday I'm going to do Ocarina of Time because the next temple is the Forest Temple, and that is a lengthy one. And I would rather do a lengthy one on a Saturday than on a Wednesday. And my plan is to do my next sprite before then. Maybe like Friday or something, I don't know. Oh, I see a blue shell coming. No! I just got a new item. No! Yeah, that's rough. Ooh, that worked. That was mean of me, but it worked and it got me the first. I'm officially in the 5K point range. So I think that means I've gone up 3,000 because I think you start at 2. I think it's 2K. Yeah. That's the LA race, right? Yeah, that's LA. That's LA. Los Angeles Laps. I've heard Mario Kart Tour is almost done, actually. Based on the leaks, unless something surprising happens, Mario Kart Tour is going to start recycling its tours. I think after like the next one or something, like whatever the next anniversary tour is. Which like feels really sudden, like, oh man, it's already done. But at the same time, like, Mario Kart Tour came out, I think, 2020. Or at least that's when the beta started. So it's like they've had this game going for almost 3 years. It's a mobile game. That's a long lifespan for a mobile game like that.
Again.
No, hi. Thank you. But yeah, it kind of feels a little crazy that it's like already wrapping up, and it's like part of it makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, oh man, end of an era. Like, I haven't played Mario Kart Tour in a long time. A lot of people said it got better post gacha, but I prefer. And you know, you might think I'm crazy for this. So I don't like gacha games, but I prefer gacha to like battle pass systems, and that's what they changed it to. So you could pay money to get like the tour pass or whatever they called it, and getting the tour pass would allow you to get the character and stuff like that on like a battle pass system. I hate that. Like, the battle pass is the worst thing that happened to video games in like the longest time. It just encourages you to grind to the point at which the game is no longer fun. And it's like, games are not made for you to do that. Like, there is no game that has a loop that is that enriching, where you want to play enough to complete the battle pass. Like, inevitably, if there's a battle pass, you will have to play more than you want to at some point. It's like, I love Overwatch, and I have gotten the passes for like the passes where they have the characters. Like, I paid extra money at the start of the game. I haven't actually paid money for a pass yet, but the next pass would be the first one I do. But like, I buy it so that I can get the character immediately, and then I still end up playing the game more than I would want to. And it gets to the point where I get so burnt out on the game by the time that I finish the pass most of the time that I don't play at all during the season that I don't get the pass. Like, I played like once the entire season between like Kiriko and Ramatra or whatever, whoever the most recent one was. I think it was Ramatra. No. Was Kiriko after Ramatra? I can't remember anymore. But like, you know, I didn't get the passes during it, so I didn't play as much, and it's like, I would rather have a reason to play as much as I want to, and a lot in short bursts. Like, that's how like normal Overwatch was for me. I would play when I wanted to play it, which was pretty frequently. I wanted to play Overwatch a lot. But then there'd be like an event, and I would play a lot more so that I could get a higher chance of getting event skins from, you know, playing the game and getting loot boxes. And I think loot boxes, because you could pay money for them, were a very bad video game practice. Like, I don't think loot boxes are better than not having loot boxes. but I don't like battle passes at all. Like, they are just disgusting. Like, if a battle pass encouraged you to play as much as you wanted to play, that's different. But they're never geared towards how much someone wants to play. They're geared towards someone playing the game every day, no lifing it. Which just isn't fun. That's just not fun. Don't give your games battle passes. Like, even Splatoon has like a free version of a battle pass, and I hate it. It's like, I used to think, oh, it's because they're paid, that's why I don't like them. It's like, no, I don't like them because they just suck. They're just not fun. They don't make me want to play the game more. They make me want to play it less because I feel discouraged by how large the battle pass is. You know, like, look at this. I've played Mario Kart several times on the channel recently. Just because I want to. Just because I like it. And there's no battle pass. It's just a fun game. If there was a battle pass in this game, I would play it less. Evidenced by the fact that I haven't played Mario Kart Tour at all in the longest time. Partially, I stopped because of the gacha, and I didn't enjoy the gacha system that it had. But then it really cemented it for me when they said, oh, okay, we'll get rid of the gacha and replace it with a battle pass. It's like, oh, dear God. It's like, they already had, like, a subscription thing where it's like, oh, pay $5 per tour. I'm like, I don't want to pay $5 per tour. And, like, you know it's bad when every single battle pass system in video games has one benefit in common. And that benefit is that you don't have to play the game as much. In some games, they just give you free tiers, like free skips on your battle pass. It's like, oh, you get this many levels for free when you pay us money. Or in Overwatch's case, you get 20% extra, like, battle pass points for owning the battle pass. What? It's like, it's a system where it's like, if you want to play it for free, you get almost nothing. It doesn't entice you to play more when you get absolutely nothing on the free pass. And what you do get is garbage. Every time it's garbage. Whatever you get on the free pass sucks. It is so useless. It is so worthless. It is not something you wanted to play for. It's not a reward. And then you have to play so much more when it's free to even get to the end, where you can't even get the prize at the end. You don't get it unless you pay money in every game. I've never seen a game with a paid battle pass where the final thing in the pass is free. Like Pokemon Unite, Overwatch 2, like both of them, you know, had battle pass systems, or have battle pass systems, and you 100% cannot, no matter what, cannot, unless you pay money, get the final reward. You do not get the mythic skin. Even though you have to play more to get that mythic skin. You have to earn it harder if you don't pay money than if you do. You are not able to get it. You can get to that tier, but you get nothing for it. On some tiers, you get a little bit of something. Oh, here's a little bit of the game's free currency, or like paid currency, so that you can discount your next battle pass. That's it. That's all you get for free. You get that and maybe... Why so many red shells? Like, you get that and like maybe one other thing, like a couple like skins, but not even good skins. And it's like, that's like the worst part of it. Like, you get just not fun things. Whereas, like, I think battle pass systems, when they're not paid, are one of the most, like, encouraging things. Because there's no guaranteed reward. It's the promise of a potential reward. Which is why it is such a good gambling addiction, like, option in game design to like have like battle passes, because like you're just gambling, or not battle passes, to have loot boxes, because it's just gambling if you can pay money for it. But if you're not paying money for it, it's just like, oh, every so often you'll get a reward. You don't know what the reward's gonna be, but you get something, and that's so fun. Like, one of my favorite things they had, it was in Heroes of the Storm, when they released Heroes of the Storm 2.0, which was when they added loot boxes to the game. The loot boxes, I think they called them loot chests in the game or something like that, were awesome. They were absolutely phenomenal. So the way they worked was you would get them every time you got to a hero level, or a player level, but your player levels were determined by your cumulative hero levels. Every 5 hero levels, you would get a dedicated chest to that hero that was also guaranteed to have a rare thing in it. So if you played a character to level 5, which was already something that gave you benefits, if you would play a character to level 5, you would get better loot specifically for that character. So they rewarded you for playing that character with stuff for that character. And then if there were items you didn't like, I don't remember exactly how it worked. I think it used in-game currency that you could earn just by completing dailies and like playing the game as usual. You could use that in-game currency to re-roll some of the like things you got from the loot box. So you could say, oh, I actually don't want this. And I think you would get like 1 for free or something like that, and like if you wanted 2 done, it would start costing you in-game currency. But a currency that was very easy to get. So if you got like a legendary chest, and you know, which I think you got for like getting to like level 10 as a character, or like just like from special events, like if you had one of those and you rolled it and the legendary item you got was like a skin for a character you don't really care about, and so it was just like not ideal, it wasn't really what you wanted, then you would just be able to re-roll that legendary. You would get another legendary instead. I thought that was like such a fun mechanic, because like that one meant that they still had like randomization in there, but like you had more chances to get the stuff you actually wanted and the stuff you actually used, which was just nice. And like at no point did it ever feel like I would need to like pay actual real world money to get skins and to get mounts and stuff like that. And that was the other thing I liked, is that I don't like microtransactions in free-to-play games. Like, there's just so much. I only spent money on Heroes of the Storm once, and I paid $7 for a gingerbread skin for my main. That was it. Paid $7 once. I'm not a big spender in those games. I think that like the way those games are monetized absolutely sucks. Like in general. And the thing that I really enjoyed, and this is also one of the things I don't like about overall the like battle pass system, is that like with loot boxes you could get cosmetics for free. You could play the game for free and experience the entirety of the game. There was nothing that was off limits to you because you didn't spend money. It was like you could still get stuff. Like you could still get skins for the characters you liked. You could still get like sprays or whatever, you know. You could get that stuff. And because for me, when I was playing Heroes of the Storm, I had like 2 skins ever. And I had so few mounts. I had just the default mounts. And the skins that I had were like Nazebo's Master skin and the Gingerbread skin I paid money for. And like maybe another skin that you got for free. And it was like, other than that, I just had to pick my favorite color of the skins. and that was all I could do unless I got a character to the point where I could get their master skin, which is very hard and cost a lot of in-game money. It was worth something. It represented the grind. So, like, I didn't have much. But then Heroes 2.0 came out, and suddenly I was able to have skins. I was able to have new mounts. I was able to, like, pick and choose my favorite cosmetics for characters that I really liked. I was able to get characters without having to play the game a ton and then pay in-game money just to get them. I was able to still do that if I wanted to. Like, if I really wanted a character, I could just outright pay for them. But sometimes I would just get one for free. Like, entirely out of the blue, completely random, here's a free character. And that was fun. I really liked that. Because it felt like the game didn't stop having the monetization system it had before. It just also added a system that was better for free-to-play players. And I feel like that's what loot boxes and, like, gacha systems in games should be. As they should never be something that, like, lessens, like, that's there to control how little you get to experience. They should always be there to give you more that you like to experience. To enable people who aren't paying money to have just as much fun with the game as people who are paying money. So, like, I know for a fact, if I was to, like, develop, like, some sort of, like, live service game, I would 100% put in some sort of loot box mechanic. But at the same time, that loot box mechanic would not be possible to even pay for. There would be paid systems, and that would be the separate free system. And so it would be like, you can pay money to expedite how you get fun things. Or you can just get them for free by random chance and having fun. But you could never buy a loot box. Like, that's how I would set it up. It would be like, I would call it like a prize box or something. It's a reward you get. You get it for playing the game. And I would still compound that with the ability to earn an in-game currency from, like, dailies. And then using that in-game currency, you could just buy the things outright. And then you could also pay money to buy that in-game currency and buy things outright. And you, down you go. Also, this race will be my last race of the night. Oh yeah, my brain's not in, like, 200cc mode. I was like, why am I going so fast? So many comics. No. Wow. Still came in second. That Magikarp had, or I guess that Kamek had a very big lead. Alright. Well, that's my last race for the night. I hope you enjoyed how I suddenly started ranting about battle passes, probably for like the third time on stream, probably more, I don't know. And then promptly ending the stream shortly after stopping, realizing what time it was. But yeah, I will be streaming this Saturday. My plan is currently Ocarina of Time, just because I've been enjoying it and haven't really had an opportunity to continue it because I just don't want to fit that into a Wednesday. So yeah. So anyways, thank you so much if you joined me live or after the fact. Either way is cool with me as long as you had some fun. That said, I'm going to go do human things as humans do, and you probably should too. So, thank you so much. Goodbye. Farewell. I am leaving now.